So I know people are having challenges downloading Google Classroom and also how they can go about in Google Classroom. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to download Google Classroom both on your PC and on your phone, and also how to use Google Classroom both on the PC and on the phone. So quickly, let's look at how we can use Google Classroom on a phone. Okay, so when you have downloaded it and you open it, this is how Google Classroom looks like. This is how Google Classroom looks like. So you are going to see a plus sign, and on the plus sign, when you click on the plus sign, you see, let's click on it, you see create class and join class. So in your case, you are going to join the class, and so you will need, let's click on join class. So when you click on join class, you will see class code. Ask your teacher for the class code, then enter it here. So you are going to enter the class code, and in this class we are using class code DRKPH2H. So when you are done entering the class code, you click on join. Voila. So as you can see, we are seeing Achievers Graphics Designing or Achievers Graphics Design, and you realize that on the platform you could see a message there. So one thing about Google Classroom is that when you join and you want to know the messages that have been shared before you join the class, you can scroll to the end. When you scroll to the end, you will see the last message that was the previous messages that have been shared. So this is how Google Classroom looks like on your phone. So you could see stream, you can see classwork, and you can see people. When you go to classwork, that is where you can submit assignment. This is where you can submit assignment. And so when we give you assignment, this is where you are going to submit your assignment. You see that we have written, please submit your project for this week here. So how are you going to attach the files that you, for instance, we have asked you to design something and you are done with it. You want to submit your assignment. How are you going to submit your assignment? So you see a particular button here. When you scroll it up like this, you will see add attachment. So you click on add attachment, and then you go to file. Look for the place where you kept your file, your project. You click on it, and then assuming we are submitting this, so click on this, when you click on the file, maybe you are given 5 projects. So when you are done with the 5 projects and you select all of them, then you can now click on turn in. Some versions will show hand in, some will show turn in. So when you see turn in or hand in, it's talking about the same thing. The moment you click on turn in or hand in, the class teacher will see your assignment. You can write or you can add a private comment. So the class teacher will see the assignment. It means that you have submitted your assignment. So that is how basically we submit assignments on Google Classroom. And where they have written people, that is where you will see your students, your colleagues, people you are in the class with. Assuming you want to comment on something, a post that I shared. For instance, this is the link to our WhatsApp platform for those who have paid for their certificate. So you can see add class comment. And so you can easily click on add class comments and then write your comment. As easy as that. You can write your comment and then press on that button there to submit your comment. So basically, this is how Google Classroom is going to be run. So I urge all of us, if you are using an Android phone, go to Google Play Store, type Google Classroom, and you are good to go. If you are using an iPhone, still you can go to Apple Store, type Google Classroom, and you are good to go. If you want to use a PC, you can still go to Google and then search for classroom.google.com, and you are good to go. So basically, this is how we install and how we use Google Classroom. Okay, so this is how Google Classroom appears on a laptop or a computer. So you will see the Google Classroom, and then you will see an email here. This is where you enter your email address. So you will see continue here. You click on continue, and you see the interface of Google Classroom. So this is the interface of Google Classroom on a laptop or a computer. On the top right corner, you see a plus sign, just like on the phone. And when you go to the plus sign, you see create or join a class. So you can click on it, and then you see join class or create class. In this case, you are joining a class. So you click on join class, and you will see a class code here. This is the code that the teacher is going to give you. So in our case, or in our class, the code we are going to use is DRKPH2H. This is the code we are going to use. So when you are done with the code, you will see join here. You click on join. Okay, so this is how Google Classroom on a PC or a laptop, this is how it appears. So when you join the class, this is how it looks like. You will see the messages that have been shared even before you joined the class. So if you want to know the messages that have been shared before you join the class, you can scroll to the bottom or you can scroll down to access the information that were sent even before you joined the class. And on top here, you see stream. This is where all the messages will be seen. And you see classwork. This is where when we post assignment projects, this is where you will see them. So you see view all classwork here. And when we post an assignment, you see them here. And this is where you see your colleagues, other students who are also part of the class. So basically, with this tutorial, you don't have to have issues with installing or issues with knowing how to use Google Classroom. So this is how Google Classroom is basically used. This is how Google Classroom is basically used. So to make our class very effective and effectual, we need Google Classroom. That is why we are using Google Classroom.